Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hello everyone, this is Abdulaziz Nazi, and today we're going to work on some vocab and grammar on page 61. So previously we have discussed about the reported speech, statement, request and commands, and then we explained how to write a direct speech into reported speech, as well as the command and what was the command is, and also the let's say the request. So for today, guys, we're going to work on some reported questions. So the objectives of this lesson, well, actually the lesson will divide it into two parts. The first one is vocabulary and the second one is grammar. So the objectives for today is to raise the students' awareness of adjectives plus noun collocation. So at the beginning, I will explain to you guys what does collocation mean, and then with some examples. The second objective for today helps students to revise the use of reported questions. So in the previous lesson, we have discussed also about the reported questions, so today we will do some revision on it. So the first part is vocabulary. So collocations plus adjectives plus nouns. So collocation means a group of two words more that usually go together. So example, light meal. So light is an adjective and meal is a noun. Fast, adjective. Food is a noun. Fresh, adjective. Fruit is a noun. So they come together. So there is no rule to follow, guys. ما في قاعدة تتبعها. You have to learn them by heart and then practice. طيب الcollocations باللغة العربية تسمى المتلازمات اللفظية. Okay, so ممكن it can be adverb plus adjective, verb plus noun, etc. Okay, so note why we're using the collocation. Using correct collocation will make your conversation sound more natural. طيب لما تتكلم وتستخدم collocations you will sound more natural. So now let's move to the questions for the collocation, guys. So collocation, adjective plus nouns. So match the adjectives 1 to 8 with the noun A to H. From common collocation, some adjective collocate with more than one noun. Okay. So now we have 8, and then we have from A to H. So these are adjectives and these nouns. So we have to match them together. So the first one, common. So common means شائع. فلما تصير مع الإجابة اللي هي common sense becomes شيء مألوف أو متعارف عليه. طيب number 2, mental. So mental becomes mental power. Number 3, strong, قوي. It comes with desire. So strong desire means شغف أو حب الشيء. Number 4, which is about vivid. Means clear or calm. So here, but when it comes with imagination, it means خيال واسع, vivid imagination. So lasting, it comes with A, lasting impression, يعني أثر في أو عمل بصمة في شيء معين. Number 6, stimulating means active, but in here or motive, محفز. So stimulating environment means بيئة محفزة means بيئة محفزة. wide goes with range, so wide range means تشكيلة واسعة أو على مدى واسع. Last one, burning, it comes with C, so burning, it comes with C, so burning means, burning desire means what? شغف أو حب استطلاع. طيب again strong influence تأثير قوي أو أثر عليه. strong influence أثر عليه. So that's it. So now we have matched the adjectives with the noun. So now we need to use them in order to complete the sentences here from 1 to 8. From 1 to 8. So complete the sentences with the collocations from the previous exercise. So we need to use them in order to complete the sentences here. So the first one says, my first teacher made on me. So here, lasting impression. أثر علي أو sorry ترك طابع. So number 2, our facilities offer wide range of activities. Wide range of activities from hiking to swimming with sharks. Number 3, Mustafa has burning desire, رغبة جامحة أو شغف to succeed as a writer, لينجح ككاتب. Number 4, many people believe that certain colors can create stimulating environment. So ألوان معينة في الغرفة تخلق جو إيجابي. Number 5, some years ago people used to rely on IQ tests to estimate their mental power. Number 6, teachers usually have on their students. So here strong influence. Dylan has such that sometimes I wonder where he gets his idea. So here means what? Vivid imagination, خيال واسع. Number 8, it's only space that you don't leave the light on when you're not at home. So here means common sense. So we have finished the vocabulary part, so let's move to the second part, which is about grammar. So report the question. So there are two ways in order to report a question. 2 ways of reporting a question. The first one, using a word question, which is a question that starts with a WH, like what, where, who, why, etc. The second part is to report a yes or no question. The question that starts with is or are or do or did, etc. Depends on the tense. So we usually introduce report the question with the reporting verbs ask, wonder, and the expression want to know. So usually we use the report the question with reporting verb like ask, wonder, and the expression want to know. So example, why did you play soccer? So this is a direct question. So this is a direct question. Why did you play soccer? So this is in the past tense. هذه الجملة في الماضي البسيط. طيب نبغى نسوي الآن we want to rewrite the question using the reported question. So نبغى نسوي report للجملة هذه. كيف راح تكون معنا؟ So we use ask. So he asked me why I had. So here past perfect simple. Again, as I told you before, guys, we go one step back. نرجع خطوة ورا. طيب. So here past perfect simple. So this is the reported a question. طيب, another example, where are you going? Where are you going? So he asked me where I was going, and then full stop. So have you noticed something here, guys? So the direct question end up with a question mark, while the reported question end up with a full stop. Why is that? Because the verbs and the reported questions are in the affirmative form. طبعا لما يقول لك reported questions usually in the affirmative form. Affirmative form means الجملة بحالة الإثبات وليس بحالة السؤال. طيب, نيجي للنوع الثاني. So now let's take a look on the second type of reported question. If the direct question does not begin with a question word. The question word قلنا اللي هي تكون ايش؟ What, why, etc. The reported question begin with if or whether. إذا كان السؤال يبدأ ما يبدأ بريبورتد question, ما يبدأ في الكويشن وورد. عندنا خيارين, نستخدم إما if or whether. Example, so did you enjoy the presentation? This is a direct question. So the answer here would be إيش? Either yes or no. So this is type of yes or no question. هذا النوع yes or no question. طيب, if you want to report this question, so it should be like he asked me. So we used if, asked. So if or whether, and the خيارين إما تستخدم if or whether. I had enjoyed the presentation. So this is past perfect simple, etc. So this is past perfect simple. This is past perfect simple. So we go one step back. نرجع خطوة ورا. طيب, هنا قال لك بالماضي البسيط صارت بالماضي البسيط التام. ماضي. طيب, there is something that you need to keep in mind, guys. في شغلة مهمة لازم تركز عليها اللي هي tense changes when using reported questions. So لما تكون عندك سؤال تبغى تحوله reported question, you have to take care of the tense. يعني مثلا زي ما سوينا هنا الجملة هذه بالماضي البسيط حولناها لماضي بسيط تام. As I explained to you last session أو last lesson, مثل ما بينت لكم الدرس الماضي. So if the sentence past simple, it goes with past perfect simple. Present progressive, past progressive, and so on. Modal like will, it become what, guys? Would. Now let's work on some a question. So let's work on some a question. So again, read the example below, reporting some of the interviews questions in the radio program. So you hear in the listening section, what were the interviewers' actual accents? Questions. So here is so this is reported questions, so we need to rewrite them in the actual question, which is the direct question. So the interviewer asked how Leonardo da Vinci had enriched himself to develop greater intelligence. So this is the sentence in past perfect simple, so we need to use the past simple. How did Leonardo da Vinci enrich himself to develop a greater intelligence? The second one, the interviewer asked whether Einstein's genius had shown itself in early childhood. So here, once we see if or whether, So this is a type of yes or no question. So here, did the interviewer, or did Einstein genius show itself in early childhood? B. Look at the examples above again, and then answer. The following question. So the first one, which verb is used to introduce the reported speech? Ask. Which word do the reported question begin with? How, comma, if, whether. Are the verb in reported questions in the affirmative question? Affirmative, yes. So what other verbs do we use to introduce reported question? So we can use wonder, want to know, etc. as I explained earlier. So this is the grammar reference in case if you want to check. So we usually introduce reported question with reporting verb like ask, wonder, and the expression want to know. The verbs in reported question are in the affirmative form. الأسئلة أو الأسئلة الغير المنقولة تكون في حالة الإثبات. Example, why did you go to the doctor? He asked me why I had gone to the doctor. So the direct question, there is no question mark. And so on. Now we have a question here. Rewrite the questions in reported speech. Rewrite the questions in reported speech. So we have 8 questions. We need to rewrite them in reported speech. So what time is the ferry expected to arrive from Malta? Asked Hugh. So here WH, which means we don't have to use if or whether. We don't have to use if or whether. So Hugh asked me what time the ferry was expected to arrive from Malta. So the second one, when did you visit the States? Terry asked Bill. So again, WH question. So we don't have to use whether or if. So Terry asked Bill when he had visited the States. Number 3, can you tell the twins apart? Tina asked me. So this is type of yes or no a question. So you have to be careful about it. So here we use if or whether. هنا نستخدم if or whether لأنه إيش؟ yes no question. Why are you going to buy another pair of jeans? So here WH question. Peter asked Bill why he was going to buy another pair of jeans. So notice, guys. Number 5, do you remember the name of the restaurant where Andy works? Asked George. So here, yes, no question. Yes, no question. George asked if whether I remembered the name of the restaurant where Andy worked. Number 6, why are you reading an old newspaper? Claire asked Gemma. So here, again, WH question. So the answer would be Claire asked Gemma why she was reading an old newspaper. Number 7, who gave you the permission to use my computer? Mr. Jackson asked Michael. So Mr. Jackson asked Michael who had given him permission to use Mr. Jackson's or his computer. Will I ever be rich? David wondered. So here, when we want to report this question, we use wonder. So David wondered if / whether he would ever be rich. Now, to sum up, guys, reported the question, as I said before, we usually introduce a question with reporting. We use the reporting verbs: ask, wonder, the expression want to know. So the verb in reported question are in the affirmative form. تكون في حالة الإثبات. المثال: what did you play soccer? So when we change it to reported question, he asked me why I had played soccer. So another example: where are you going? So this is direct questions. هذا سؤال مباشر نبغى نسوي له reported question. سؤال غير مباشر. He asked me where I was going. Where I was going. The second type of the reported questions, when you have yes no question. لما يكون عندك سؤال إجابته إما yes أو no، نستخدم إما if أو whether plus اللي هي reporting verb like ask and wonder and etc. So if the direct question does not begin with the question word, as I said, what, where, why, etc. The reported question will begin with if or whether. Example: did you enjoy the presentation? So this is a question in the past tense, the past tense. So the answer should be yes or no. So when we report this kind of a question, we should put either if or whether plus the reporting verb plus الأفعال المستخدمة في reporting a question. So he asked me whether I had enjoyed the presentation. If I had enjoyed the presentation. So this is past simple, this is past perfect simple. And then the most important thing, guys, is to be aware of the tense changes when you're using the reported question. So when you have a sentence and then you want to report it, so you have to understand which tense that sentence is written in. Okay, so be careful of that, guys, and then try to understand that. So now let's explain again the collocations. Again, collocations: adjective plus nouns. Collocation is a group of two words or more that actually go together. Example: light meal, fast food, fresh food. Example: so here light meal. So for example, you have to eat a light meal before you go exercising, before you exercise. Fast food, try to avoid the fast food. They're not healthy food. They're not healthy food. Fresh fruit. So these are collocations usually. So there are many of them, but here we're focusing on adjective plus noun. هنا نركز على الصفة مع الاسم. صفة مع الاسم. فهنا صفة، هنا اسم. هنا adjective or you can say in as a noun. هذا الاختصار. And then etc. Note: using collocation will make your conversations sound more natural. So that's all for today, and thank you for watching, guys, and then enjoy the rest of the day.